Got him right there. Right there. You guys see how high I had that fish up the water column? Ooh, liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Dude, we have caught a serious amount of fish in a very short period of time. What is going on, guys? Today we are back with another video. We're starting it off right at the end of the day. Covered some miles since last time you guys saw me. Was in Minnesota, drove, did a kind of an awesome event with the Shields kind of seminar type of thing, Q&A, talking ice fishing, exciting stuff. Made my way through the great walleye fishing state of Minnesota where I've been all week, and now we are in North Dakota. And we're gonna be targeting some walleyes tonight in some shallow water. Had no time to scout, had no time to look around, but the word is, it's an evening bite. So I like the amount of pressure that's out here, which is 0 so far. That's very convincing. I like that. Took a little bit of a snowmobile ride out, check some ice. Y'all got some ice out here in North Dakota, I'll say that. But just kind of flipped the otter up, getting some cameras thawed out, because again, it's about 0 degrees out today. And we're just gonna set up on some good looking shallow water structure and give it the old evening sit. So stay tuned, let's jump inside, get some cameras rolling, and hopefully a few walleyes decide to get a little froggy up on here on top of this little shallow water sweet spot right in the evening hours. But I'm digging it. Got hopefully a few days out here if I can swing it, and we'll make it happen. So stay tuned, let's jump in the shack, get some evening walleyes going out here in North Dakota. That just go off. Fish on. Right there. Baby walleye. Baby walleye to get things going. Literally just turn the camera on and the dead stick gets popped. In fact, I didn't even see it happen. I just noticed it was kind of half loaded up, but that is pretty much how I would describe a bite from a walleye of this size and caliber. Trophies. This is why we drove 8.5 hours today. Here we go. We'll definitely catch some bigger ones, but gotta get that first one out of the way to make you feel good, you know, even if he's only 9 inches long. And I'll be running 1 dead stick rod and 1 jigging rod. I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna jig with yet, but here we go. Walleye number 1 out in North Dakota. No way. Oh, I literally just had a mic die right off the bat, swapped it out, caught a nice fish, and the dead stick, I literally just baited it up and I think it went back off. Got him. Feeling small walleye? Small walleye. Well, we're 100% in the middle of a little feeding frenzy here. That last fish I caught was like 15, 16. This is the 3rd one. And they're definitely starting to go here. Nothing big yet, but you know, if we can mop up just on a whole bunch of eater-sized fish tonight for our first night in North Dakota, we'll take it. Here we go. That's 3 fish on a dead stick now. I feel like I've hardly even been able to jig. So yeah, hopefully we get a little bit of a breather here, so I can kind of actually start jig fishing. But pretty much immediately, right off the bat here, I'm getting a bunch of fish to bite anyways. And basically just running a very simple dead stick option. A larger fathead minnow, split shot, small hook, and that's pretty much how we're rolling. I did a super good kind of spiel on dead sticking specifics on the Walleye Now app for kind of anybody who might want to just kind of really dial in that system, because it's super effective when done correctly. Rod, reel, line, hook size, all that kind of stuff. How you're setting the hook. On the Walleye Now app, simply get on there, click Let's Go Fishing at the bottom of the page, click on ice as your season, and that thumbnail will be called, it'll say dead stick tips or how to dead stick or something like that. But there we go, 2 fish, 3 fish I guess. I don't know if we're counting that really small one, but in a matter of no time at all. I wish my mic didn't die so I could have had the talking on that first one, but got a couple different presentations going. Dead stick, I'm going to start out with a little bit more aggressive jigging presentation, Acme, Hyper Hammer, and maybe that'll have some calling power from a larger fish, but we'll see. So far, no time in, and I've caught 3 smaller fish. Nope, there it is. Just got pounded right there. Just got pounded. And I had a fish just come flying up there a second ago, like you guys could see. My guess would be this would be a nicer fish, but... Oh yeah, feeling a little bit better for sure here. Feeling like we probably got a decent walleye on. Oh yeah, good fish right there, good fish right there. There we go. We're getting it done, man. We lucked into some fish. Is he already off? That's just awesome that he's already off. Look at that. Getting it started out here right in North Dakota, man. I like it. The little evening window in shallow water. Works everywhere you're going to go. And he is just cold water curling on me so bad. Look at this thing. It's probably about 16, 17 inches right there. Maybe we'll flip a little light on him real quick. Look at that. I don't know if you guys like the light or hate the light. It's hard for me to tell how much lighting we got in here, but there we go. I mean, there's nothing wrong with those guys through the ice, huh? Let's let that guy go. And you guys could see that fish just kind of fly up at me a couple times and dart out. Walleyes love doing that, so we'll get rigged back up. Send her back down. Dead stick coming in clutch. Can I reuse the minnow? Oh yeah, can even reuse the minnow. What a good deal that was. And basically, all we're really doing as far as structure goes is I'm just set up on kind of a key big shallow water piece. And I say this a lot, but when you're unfamiliar with what's really going on in the lake, come up with kind of your pattern and which you want to fish, and then set up on the biggest piece of structure that kind of fits that description. Because the bigger the spot, the more potential and carrying capacity it has. There we go. I think we're 4 walleyes in now. We've been fishing for like 10 minutes, so it's definitely happening. Dude, I cannot keep him off of this dead stick right now. Every time a fish comes into the graph, that thing just gets thumped immediately. Absolutely immediately. Ooh, liking that. I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking that a lot. Oh yeah. Dude, does it ever get old? Does it ever get old? My gosh, man. They are just on right now. I mean, we have, I don't know how well the video portrays this, but we have like hardly been fishing even yet. I feel like I'm still just trying to like fall into the groove of how this is all going. There we go. That is a nice walleye right there. Nothing wrong with those ones, huh? I'm not sure which lighting's best for you guys. Look at that, man. Beautiful walleyes. Putting them topside. We've only been here for like 20 minutes. How you gonna beat it? I've long said this, but I think North Dakota is my favorite walleye fishing state. Don't get me wrong. I love those good old Wisconsin fish, those good old Minnesota golden walleyes, but there's just so many of them out here in North Dakota. Always amazing. And there's so many fish in this system. Just like that right there. See you later, buddy. I feel like they're almost coming in. Look at him, he's gonna stall in the hole. There he goes. I feel like there's so many coming in and they're just so keyed on that dead stick. It's stealing my jig fish, but how can you be mad when you're just catching fish like this, you know? Watch that tip. You guys see it going? This is the importance of having a soft dead stick rod. When you get to about here, just open that bail up Oh, dude, I got 2 fish on the graph 100% right now. And then a lot of times, you just let them run that little bit of line out. Put your other rod away. Got him right there. Well, missed one on the dead stick for a second. That's all right, because he came over and smoked the hyper rattle. It was actually a totally different fish. It was a really small one. I didn't even have the whole minnow on the dead stick rod. There's a nice fish though on the hyper rattle. For whatever reason, had a couple come in, didn't get bit on the hyper hammer, so switched over to the hyper rattle, which, as you guys know, is just like the all-time greatest walleye fishing lure. And fishing that in the second smallest size in that yellow perch color, which we'll show you. But look at that, man. Devil's Lake walleyes on the hyper rattle. Let's let that guy go. And he absolutely annihilated that thing, as you guys could see on the graph. That color right there, I don't know how well you guys can see it. It's basically a yellow perch. Might work better if I show it to you guys this way here. That is the golden ticket. Almost everywhere you're gonna go, that color works. And I'll link it down below for anybody interested, but you kind of just short snap the rod. I'm gonna bait the dead stick up here as long as I'm already down here getting my hands wet. And in 8 feet of water, he absolutely shot up and plowed that thing. It's been like 8 minutes now, which is not a long time since the last fish catch, but based on the fact it was happening like once every minute and a half, it's definitely slowed down a little bit. And a lot of times you'll see that where it just kind of like gets to a certain point in the night and it's just kind of over. Sometimes you're really clear bodies of water, you'll see that bite kind of run all night. Some of these bodies of water with a little bit of tinge, you'll kind of see where it like gets to 5:30 at night, and all of a sudden, boom, it's just like a flip switches and it's over. So we'll see. We'll definitely wait it out a little bit longer, see what happens. But the insanity, like fish every 30 seconds, has kind of died down now. Right as I'm saying that, we got a nice fish to eat. You can't make this up, dude. You just can't make this up. And that's another super nice walleye right there. Man, they're just built so well. I don't know how well they're showing in the camera, but dude, we have caught a serious amount of fish in a very short period of time. That one absolutely throttled the hyper rattle. Crazy. And you guys got to watch that one, watch them all come up on the graph. Should make for some cool content. You got a crazy evening bite window, flasher cam, chesty cam, going into the unknown, no idea what's going to happen. Sometimes you just flip the cameras on out of like courtesy. So you're like, well, I don't know if we're going to catch them, but I'll flip the cameras on just in case. That's how this video started. All right, let's let that guy go, as he is all nice and angry. He's going to find his own way back to the hole, apparently. There you go. Another super nice fish on the old hyper rattle. I cannot say enough good things about fishing kind of the 2 smaller sizes of this bait through the ice. You guys know this bait as like the Tom Boley bait in the summertime. But this thing through the ice, the smallest size and then the second smallest size, just absolutely killer. Throw a little snap on there, pop it around, just flat out catches fish. It's just kind of one of those baits that you put it on, you catch fish. We interrupt this video to bring you a new Walleye Now video talking about specific cadences, ringing, and all that kind of stuff for this bait. I know a lot of you guys are probably asking the question, Tom, what are all the specifics? And instead of doing a super long form video right in the middle of this video just on information, did a quick one for the Walleye Now app on cadences, rigging for these tail style baits, your hyper rattles, hyper hammers. It could be a jigging wrap, could be a shiver minnow. All these kind of baits essentially function the same on how you get fish to bite them, and it's definitely a lot different than like a regular spoon or a jig if you're used to fishing a lot of those through the ice. So, like I said, it's right on the Walleye Now app. Click on Let's Go Fishing at the bottom of the page, ice. Oh my gosh, we got fish on us right now. Click on ice and then presentations, and it'll be all the specifics on how to work tail baits, but more specifically, how to get bit on them. Because a lot of presentations have a big difference between how you get bit and how you attract. Got him right there. You guys see how high I had that fish up the water column? Dude, I couldn't even rearrange this camera to show, but when they're eating the bait like that, they are all about it, man. And I had that fish, I mean, I literally just got done filming that last fish catch. Couldn't even, like, looked at the graph, had a fish coming up. Couldn't even get the thing back to, like, the main camera back to, like, situated. There we go. Another 16-incher on the ice. I'm liking this. There's no complaints from me. What a ridiculously insane bite. Got him. Right there. Dude, this is just, what an insane evening this is, huh? And for whatever reason, I had a couple fish come in that just didn't commit. And I put the Rattle Master back on. Spoon, glowed the back up, and it was just like immediately following that. Fish just absolutely choking the bait. Ridiculous. And I know none of these are like super big, but man, and you just want to catch a ton of fish and watch them just fly up a flasher. How does it get any better than that right there? See you later, buddy. There he goes, there he goes. And all the backs of all these custom painted. I'm kind of fishing a pinkish purple one, and you guys know how much I like my purples through the ice. But all of these backs of these baits glow. So if we kind of hit that light, we'll charge it up for a second in the light. I don't know how well that's showing up, but I mean, that was 1 second of glow right there. So obviously pretty charged up. Hit a lip with a little glow and we're good to go. Well, I think we have reached that fateful point in the night where the fish are no longer coming in. And that just happens on some of these lakes. It's got a little bit dirtier water. Water's not like gin clear here. There definitely could be a night bite. I mean, if you sat out here, I'd be shocked if you didn't catch more. But that insane window is definitely past us now. But it was fun. Now we break this stuff down, get off the ice, get in the truck, get to the hotel, check in, eat some food, edit some video, and do all that kind of stuff. So let's break this stuff down. Well, we made it back to the hotel. I've actually edited the whole video already. Drinking coffee at midnight. What time is it? Well, I guess it's only 11:30 right now. Not quite midnight yet. But fun little evening. And you guys, this week, you guys are kind of coming along for the ride with me. The traveling YouTube walleye fisherman. Hate everything about calling myself a YouTuber, but do enjoy doing what I do. And that was a fun night. First night in North Dakota, and put a ton of walleyes topside. Super fun, super aggressive fish, and it was a ton of fun to bring you guys along with me. Tomorrow we're going to try a few different spots, see if we can't tap into some bigger fish, do that whole song and dance. But
hopefully you guys have been kind of enjoying the ice content so far this season. I've pretty much been on the road for like 2 weeks now between sports shows, seminars, and then traveling for YouTube. Have not hardly been home in a 14-day period, and we're going to extend this just as long as we possibly can because life on the road is fun and it's go time right now. But want to say a huge thank you to everybody making orders at Contour Fishing Clothing Co., mine and Shelby's clothing company. Got a ton of ice fishing stuff in, and it's been super awesome seeing the support you guys have for this channel. So I want to throw that huge thank you out to you guys who are buying that stuff, ordering that stuff. Shelby's always busy shipping it, so huge thank you to that. Huge thank you to all you guys watching this video. If you guys like this kind of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop some comments down below, and stay tuned for more content.